So when I come out to people as trans, especially the older generation, like parents and stuff, often ask me why make your life harder, or they think it's a fad because there are more people coming out nowadays, and they like think that it's just a phase or something, and something that they don't understand is that most people, by the time they're coming out, especially me, by the time I am telling you that I am trans, I have thought about it so much. I have thought about all of the consequences and what happens if my gender identity does happen to change in 20 years or something, which is possible, but not something that I can deal with right now, because this is who I am right now, is a male. So I have to deal with right now. I can't deal with 10, 20 years in the future, something that hypothetically might happen. I have to deal with now. And the adults say, why make your life harder, or this is going to affect everything in your life. And I understand that, and I know it's going to affect my ability to get a job, it's going to affect my relationships, it's going to affect school, possibly in school, affect how my teachers view me and how I'm graded in school. And so it affects all of the aspects of my life. And what is even like what makes all of that worth it is not hating yourself and not hating your life and living only for other people's opinions and hiding and not being honest with who you are, and having a life where you are only living for other people and you're not being honest with who you are is almost not worth living. So I would much rather be who I am and have a harder time with some of these things, because there's still some discrimination against transgender people, than not being happy with my life. I have no regrets cutting off my hair, no regrets transitioning at all. I'm so much happier with myself. When I look in the mirror, it feels right. It doesn't feel like I have done something that has completely looks different to me. It feels right and it looks right. And I would just like to ask you guys to accept me, because yes, I have thought of all of the consequences and everything, and I have thought it through so much by the time that I come out to you and tell you that I am trans. And no, it's not a fad that people are going through. It's because people are feeling safer in this community, in this society. The people are being more accepting, so people feel safer in coming out. And for me, I know that it was really difficult for me to come to terms with being trans because of the ideas that I was raised with. And I think that it makes it even more difficult for me when people don't realize how long it took me to come to terms with it. And then people are telling me, like, are you sure? I think it's just a phase.